And today we're going to talk about self-image and why it's important. Recently I found myself an avid reader of the Red Pill subreddit. Well, what is the Red Pill subreddit? It's kind of like the men's answer to the feminist movement. It talks about men being strong by themselves, being an alpha version of self, and being the best person they could possibly be. I started reading the subreddit in an effort to basically create a improved self-image of myself, because I wanted to be that strong alpha male type character. After reading it for about 2 weeks now, the people I initially looked up to when I first started reading the subreddit, even though they made posts that were very thought-provoking and had a lot of good points, especially the article about the 2-income, no kids trap, or how kids affect all kinds of relationships that you will have. I'm in a confusing state in my life under the regards of my personal self-image, because I feel like I lean more towards a beta male than an alpha male, but at the same time I have alpha male tendencies. Like, for example, I don't find it hard to get women to enjoy being around my company, but I always find it hard to seal the deal with them. So on one hand, I have a tremendous amount of charisma. I'm a very people person in real life, and when I'm around people, it makes me happy. I'm very happy when I'm around people, and it kind of almost makes me look like I'm almost borderline bipolar. Because you'll see me hanging out with Drew. I'll do a Drew video where we're all laughing and smiling and having a good time, and then you'll see me on a Facebook hating life hours later. Well, what is the effect of all this? Well, the effect is a huge thing on confidence. And confidence is required in almost every aspect of life, not just females. If you're confident, let's do a little example here. Let's do a test. When I was 23-year-old Jordy had confidence in his ability to work. He had confidence in his ability to get jobs. And he also had confidence in his ability to do tasks. I was a very confident person, but I didn't do very well with the ladies. Well, let's fast forward to 25-year-old Jordy, who still has some of that confidence, but now he has a greater grasp on social skills. Because one of the things I learned as I got older was that if you take care of yourself, and you at least attempt to take care of yourself, you'll do better. If you want to do a little social studies project on Jordy, here's something I can tell you. That when I look scraggly, my beard's messed up, I grow my hair out, and I don't look at the best I possibly could look, that's one way to tell when I'm feeling bad about myself. Because the first thing that usually goes when I start to feel bad about myself is personal hygiene, upkeeping myself, because I don't feel like I'm worth upkeeping myself for. So generally when I start feeling good, the first thing I want to do is go to the barbershop, get a haircut, get a shave, and want to maintain it. Because it makes me feel good. Because it makes me feel good and I feel like I look good, and me feeling like I look good also puts confidence in other levels. So why are we talking about this? Why is this important? I read an article just the other day on the Red Pill, and I would like to share some of that article with you right now. A little short excerpt. There are two things that you really have, and they're the two most important things that you can have. Your testosterone and an intelligent mind. Like, you have to protect your body from physical direct hits, you also have to protect your mind from indirect blows. Indirect attacks are attacks to your mind, your self-confidence, your self-acceptance, and your self-worth. Take away strength of the mind, what can the body do? Nothing. Take away strength of the body, what can the mind do? Nothing. This is kind of like a harmony that kind of comes with everything else. And like, I've been out of balance lately. My body has been getting physically better. My mind hasn't. So my mind struggling to cope with my body, or vice versa, which kind of twisted right here, has really slowed down my weight loss. Because when I'm in a good position with my body, my mind has been going downhill. And when I get to a good position with my mind, my body is downhill. And I never can get them synced up. So the goal I've had is to be synced up. Because one of the questions I get asked all the time, I think we even did a Q&A, and it's one of the questions we got asked, was, why hasn't Wings lost any weight? Or people would come back and check up on me, and it'll be like a year later, and it'll be like, oh, you're still 400 pounds. Knew it. And a lot of it comes from that situation where I haven't been able to get my mind and my body synced up at the same time. And I feel in my heart that is where I need to be at. That is what I need to be pushing for, to sync my mind and my body up. So when my body is on it, it's getting strong and happy and stronger, and I'm the best version of Jordy I could possibly be at that given moment, and my mind is right there. Because to me, the mind has always come first. Because as always, I've never been a physical specimen. I've never been the type of guy that easily blow other guys away on track and field, run touchdowns and things of that nature. I've always been a more calculated person. So I've always put more credence, more credibility on growing my mind. So what does this mean? It means I need to put more weight on keeping myself mentally stable. And that requires me doing a couple things. It requires me to stop letting people poke me in the eye. What that means is basically allow people to talk bad about me, allow people to sit there and ridicule me and give out bad advice. Because one thing you'll notice when you have a lot of people, or a lot of people talking to you on different forums, people will just straight out lie and think it's fact. Like you'll have, I can't count how many times I've watched somebody, especially on the PK subreddit, say things that are just blatant lies, or say stuff about things they have no clue or couldn't have any clue about what things are said, making assumptions on how things went down. Protect your self-worth. Don't let people put you down because of the simple fact they feel like they can put you down. When you give people access to putting you down, that's when you're going to start having those depressed moments. That's when you're going to start feeling bad for yourself. That's when you're going to start. I am a living testament to this. When I first came into this game, I was so headstrong that nothing could tear me down. I remember surviving the Hutch onslaught. I didn't think the Hutch onslaught would ever stop. And then after Hutch was Keemstar, and after Keemstar was like Optic, and there was a few things that just happened back to back to back to back to back, and I thought this was the worst thing ever. This is bad. This is terrible. And people looked at me like I was doing it for publicity, when in reality I was just standing up for what I believed in, and it happened to clash with somebody else's opinion. And clashing with somebody else's opinion automatically means that you hate other people. I can honestly say I only hate one person in the entire YouTube community. Like, hate them. And if you did any kind of follow me any way, you know who it is, so I'm not going to drop any names. But it is what it is. This is my little commentary on self-worth. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you could please leave a like rating. Let's try to shoot for 2,000 likes. And there should be another video out today. Any things you want to see me and Drew do in the gym, any ideas based off the gym that you want to see implemented on the channel. A lot more real life videos are coming up. We're going to be trying to record daily on the real life videos. And I also had another idea. I'm just going to run this by you. What would you guys think about a let's play with Drew playing and in his dual commentary? Let me know. Peace, people.